Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Today, we're going to talk about japa. And we're going to talk about how to control your mind without even trying. This is going to be interesting. As we all know, one of the big problems in chanting japa is the mind wanders, because that's the nature of the mind. If you don't try to control your mind, it just kind of wanders wherever it feels like it, like another entity within you that has its own mind. No pun intended, actually pun intended. It has a mind of its, your mind has a mind of its own. It doesn't necessarily think the way you want it to think, as you know well, because you have a mind. And when we chant japa, we want our mind to settle down and be focused on hearing, focused on thinking of the qualities, pastimes, lila, and the meaning of the mantra. We just want to be absorbed. But as you know, the mind starts thinking about things, like things we like to think about, like what we're worried about or what we're trying to figure out or what we have to do later, or things we don't like or things we really like, or problems in our life, or interactions with others that were very nice or not very nice. It's an endless list. And in trying to bring the mind back, which is the process, it can take a lot of energy. And sometimes it could actually take energy away from the energy you should be giving to chanting, just trying to control the mind. So one thing I discovered that is extremely helpful is that before you begin chanting, you have to be able to turn your mind off, or what I call unplug it, because we're plugged into our lives. All those things that I was talking about that we think about, they're just aspects of our life that we don't want to be active, or we could say activated, while we're chanting. Because if they're active, then we tend to think about them. But if they're inactive, then we tend not to think about them. Just like, for example, sometimes you'll do something, and within the context of what you're doing, it's inappropriate to think about other things. So naturally, you won't think about it. Just like, let's say, you're on vacation. So when you're on vacation, you try not to think of your work, and after a few days on vacation, where you don't have work, nobody's calling you, etc., you just don't think about it. You're not in the context to think about it. There's no need to think about it. You're not in your office. You're not being asked to do anything, so you don't need to think about it. So that would be a plug that gets unplugged because of a vacation. Let's say you're a student, you're studying, you go to the library, you finish your study for the day, you unplug. You don't need to study anymore. It's unplugged. How not to think about studying? It's very simple. Finish your studying, and then it's over. So in a similar way, when we're chanting, we need to unplug. Okay, unplug from the office, unplug from the study, unplug from the worry. All these things can wait. They'll all be there when you finish chanting. Well, maybe they'll go away after you finish chanting. But you understand my point. If you are plugged in, it sends a message to your mind that it's okay to think about these things. We're still within our normal context. In a normal context, naturally, you will think about these things, and naturally, it's okay to think about these things. You have to think about these things. It's part of your life. But when you're chanting japa, it's not within the context of japa to be thinking about those things. So unless you consciously unplug, which a lot of devotees do, it's totally subconscious, because they understand this on a subconscious level. When I'm with Krishna, I'm with Krishna. When I'm chanting, I'm chanting. I'm not doing anything else. So a lot of you already do this, especially those who are very absorbed in their chanting. It's just like it's an automatic process which they've understood more or less on a subconscious level, that this is what I need to do. I need to unplug. And those devotees who you see who are chanting, who sit down, Hare Krishna, 10 minutes, 20 minutes later, Hare Krishna, 3 hours later, Hare Krishna, they're unplugged. But those devotees who see chanting is something like this: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. They're plugged. They're still plugged in. Now, this might sound simple to you and say, oh, is it that simple to control the mind? Think about it. Once you unplug from something, you've just told your mind, we're not going there. We don't need to think about it. We don't need to deal about it. When you finish japa, you can plug back in, which we often do naturally. Okay, now my day's in front of me. I have so many things to do. I plug back in. But if you, before chanting japa, just consciously unplug, tell yourself, tell your mind, we're not going to be thinking about anything except Guna Rupa Lila, Krishna, Nam Guna Rupa Lila, Krishna's qualities. So we'll think about that. We'll form. We'll think about that. His pastimes, we can think about that. If it's natural, you think about it. Otherwise, you just hear and pray to the holy name and meditate on what the holy name means. But that's all. That's what japa is. So once you unplug, you will see you won't have this huge battle with your mind because you've unplugged it from all those distractions. And of course, the last thing, maybe the most obvious, but something we just need to state, have your computer off, have your iPad off, have your phone off. Don't have the weapons of mass distraction on while you're chanting, just because that's another plug. So you say, well, I unplugged my mind. Yeah, but you didn't unplug your phone. You didn't turn your phone off. You didn't turn your computer off. So any extension of the mind that could distract you, any extension of those things you've unplugged that could distract you, that has to be out of your space where you chant, or it has to be off or in some way unreachable. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nam Prabhu ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Thai Go Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.